until man puts a tracker on him and solved a big mystery. In a bustling city, every morning, a stray dog would confidently hop onto the train, ride it for a few stops, and then exit at the same station. This routine continued for weeks, and the canine commuter became somewhat of a local celebrity, and this is how. One day, a man was waiting at the subway station when he noticed an unexpected sight of a dog. Initially assuming that the dog belonged to someone, later he was determined to unravel the mystery surrounding the dog. Amir had to utilize public transport because he typically drove his car to work, which was in the shop. He saw a dog waiting calmly next to other commuters on his first day using the tube. The dog was overlooked by most people, but Amir couldn't help himself. During the trip, he made an effort to look for the dog, but he was forced to get off the train at his stop and go to work. Amir at first thought the dog was merely a stray, mindlessly exploring the train. He made an effort to put it behind him, assuming their paths would never again cross. But, to his astonishment, the dog returned the next day at the same tube stop. This went on for a few days, piqued Amir's interest. He pondered whether the dog was a stray that commuters feed or whether there was a graver issue going on. Amir once saw some individuals shoving the dog from the train. The puppy was left alone on the chilly concrete when the train left, despite his attempts to save it. Amir spotted the dog seeming lost and confused while wandering about aimlessly. Before the train left again, he saw the dog's peculiar attitude among the mass of people waiting for it. Amir needed to locate the dog again and figure out the mysteries surrounding its travels, since he was determined to assist it. The next day Amir waited at the subway station with a bag of treats. The dog soon emerged, looking a little bit filthier than previously. Amir felt gratified by helping the dog and was happy to see the dog accepting the gifts with joy. He was aware that his task was not over, though. Amir soon learned that his automobile had been fixed and was prepared for collection. But until he could assist the dog, he made the decision to keep using the subway to work. The idea of the dog possibly getting into trouble while on its daily escapades was intolerable to him. When Amir contacted the police, they advised him to go to a nearby animal shelter. The narrative piqued the interest of the shelter workers, who at first thought about seizing the dog and finding an adoptive family. But they understood that merely catching the dog wouldn't explain its mysterious daily movements and probable links. The dog could have someone at home waiting for it, or it might be caring for puppies someplace. They required further details. The personnel of the animal shelter made the choice to equip the dog with a tracker in order to gain information. It was difficult, but with Amir's assistance they managed to win the dog's confidence. They could only wait to see where the tracker would take them at this point. The whereabouts of the dog as soon as the tracker was turned on shocked the crew. The dog set off on a protracted excursion throughout the city, traveling a fair amount of ground each day. The dog, called Boji, visited about 29 places per day, covering a distance of 27 to 30 kilometers, according to subsequent analysis of the tracker data. A stray Shivas Congolan shepherd mix named Boji got his name from Turkish railway jargon, which translates as Boji. Boji, who formerly belonged to a family, now